I love you, Lindy.
I love you too.
Really?
Yeah.
Young love can be a scary thing, especially with a rare reproductive condition. That is the basis of this movie fitting in, the semi-autobiographical film from Canadian director Molly McGlynn. The movie is getting its theatrical release today after a tour of film festivals and winning Best Canadian Film at the 2023 Vancouver International Film Festival. It's Friday, so it's Eli. Hi, Eli.
Hello, 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 hello.
You know, I always look forward to our Fridays together, and this week it's not Andrew, it's me. I got Eli. Where does the fitting in begin?
We begin in a somewhat small, generic town, and that is where we meet Lindy. And Lindy is a 16-year-old gal, and like a lot of teenagers, she's thinking about sex, she's thinking about growing up, she's thinking about her boyfriend, Adam. There he is. Not quite the boyfriend yet, but he's cute. He's looking at her, she's looking at him. She's got a great friend on the track team named Vivian, but she's got her challenges. Her life is messy. Her mother is still recovering from breast cancer and surgery. School is an issue, but then Adam makes her an offer, and things are looking up. Let's take a look.
I love you, Lindy.
I love you too.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you on birth control?
No?
Let's fix that.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
I saw a pad in the garbage.
It's not. No, I cut myself shaving. Weren't you the one telling me you didn't get yours until you were like 17? I'm sure it's fine.
Do you want to go see a gynecologist?
And that is how Lindy discovers that she has this rare reproductive condition, MRKH syndrome, which means she was born without a cervix, without a uterus, and has a shortened vaginal canal. And imagine this is happening at high school, where what is everybody talking about in the hallway? They're talking about hooking up. They're talking about who's doing it, who wants to do it, how are they going to do it. Sure, it's a lot of bragging and bluffing, but now Lindy's world is crumbling because she doesn't even know what she's capable of. She doesn't even understand what's happening. And so this coming of age film, like nothing I've seen before, really captures that feeling of when your body is this battle against you and you don't understand what's happening. And then we follow Lindy as she's meeting with a doctor who has the bedside manner of a car mechanic, who brings his students in as consultants to observe during her examination. And then there's an amazing scene where it's Molly in the it's Lindy, the stand-in for Molly, in the MRI machine, and they say, do you want to listen to a song? Because it'll relax you. Okay, sure. And they start playing Barbie Girl by Aqua. I'm a Barbie girl, and it's strange, and it's funny, and it's awkward, but I actually think that song is appropriate because we've talked a lot about Barbie, but this fitting in is kind of like the real Barbie movie in that what is happening with Lindy? She is a young woman trying to figure out how she fits into society's cookie-cutter idea of what a woman is supposed to be when she, because of this rare syndrome, feels hollow inside. Now, as I said, this is a very rare condition, something like 1 in 5,000. Those are the kind of numbers, but there's a specificity to the storytelling because, as you've been telling us, it's based on the director's own experience. And I had a chance to interview Molly McGlynn, and she was telling me, I mean, as a 16-year-old, discovering this was quite the journey. Take a look.
Which affected my sense of self in terms of how I viewed myself as a woman, what having sex like for the first time would be. Really just is a nuclear bomb in a teenager's life.
And she was telling me an interesting story where she had a chance to talk to Jane Fonda, an amazing actor and activist. She's been at protests, she's been handcuffed and dragged off by the police. And when she told Jane Fonda that she was making this movie about her life, about this rare condition, Fonda said to her, "Oh, that's dangerous." And so that gives you a sense of just the pressure that she's under because we've never seen this syndrome on the screen before. And it's not, Hannah, just about Lindy. It's also about the people that love her, that are trying to help her, including her mother, played by Emily Hampshire. So you're going to recognize her. You know her from Schitt's Creek. And she can see that her daughter is struggling, but she's trying to be the cool mom. She doesn't want to smother, but she also wants to help. She's willing to sacrifice, to delay her own breast reconstruction surgery in order to help her daughter if she will let her. Let's watch.
If you don't want the surgery, that's fine. I just wish you would talk to me. I just want you to feel like a normal, beautiful, smart teenage girl.
I'm not normal. You are not normal.
And that's the thing, like, what do you do there? Like, do you look to surgery? Do you try to fix? Do you try to repair what's happening? Or maybe the harder work, do you try to work on yourself and coming to terms with who you are and what's happening?
So not an easy topic for a coming-of-age story. Does it work?
I think the script is really sharp. I love the way that Molly writes these young women. They are so honest and so frank and so funny and unfiltered. They hold nothing back. And you think about this kind of, syndrome. It could become movie of the week. It could become a little too saccharine. And every time it feels like it's going to go that way, Molly is kind of popping that balloon. And so we're following Lindy as she's spiraling. She's hiding her condition. She's pushing Adam away. And she's on this journey. She's questioning who she is, what she is. We meet a character named Jax who is intersex, and they're cool and they're confident, but Lindy is flailing and she has nothing but the internet and this kind of do-it-yourself kit that the doctor gives us. And you look at who's playing Lindy. It's Maddie Ziegler, who started in reality TV, on Dance Moms, and in music videos. And yet Molly was telling me there's a preciseness in her acting. I think maybe because she was a dancer, she understands how the camera sees her, so she's able to give us different layers of this is Lindy, how she wants to be seen, and this is what's actually happening under the surface. Now, I will say, fitting in is not perfect. I find the middle of the film lags a little as Lindy is kind of arbitrarily pushing people away and does feel a little repetitive at times, but at its core, I think it is powerful, and there is kind of a universal message there in terms of coming to terms with who you are and not measuring yourself against society's idea of what you're supposed to be.
It sounds good, but what about your rating? Give it to me.
All right, let's take a look. And here it comes, and it is 3 3/4 stars out of 5.
3 3/4?
Almost, look, I don't want to be cruel, and Molly's a much better filmmaker than me, so what do I know? I'm just the critic, but not quite there for a 4. I wanted a little more in terms of some of the storytelling and the pacing, but that doesn't mean you should hold back. I think this is one of the best and most original coming-of-age comedies that I've ever seen. So there you go. But
okay,
not quite a 4.
Not quite there. Okay,
Not
you
quite.
sold me on it. Appreciate our Friday film reviews. Eli Glasner.
Nice to see you again.